fascinates us because this man is not a typical person who was drawn to Jesus. In each of the Gospels, the story is different. It has added to give this man a celebrity quality. First of all, he is described as being rich. Secondly, he's described as being young. And thirdly, he's described as being a ruler. Despite the fact that he had lived an exemplary life, he boldly... Do you ever have that kind of experience? He was not blind. He was not crippled. He was suffering from a form of a disease. He knew something was missing in his life. He hoped that Jesus could help him determine what that was. There is a lot of rich young rulers in us as well. First of all, we know that wealth is never a guarantee. This one trying to outdo that one, and that one trying to outdo the next one, and this one team on that one, and this one trying to see how he can get ahead. We are constantly bombarded by the seductive advertisements and contemporary culture being, and of course power, gratification, and identification. That is why Zacchaeus ran up the sycamore tree to see Jesus, because he too was infected by this disease. The virus was impacting his life so much that he was determined to seek a cure on the other shore because he didn't want to do this anymore. Ruler for a while. I want to focus on something further in the gospel. I could say more about this story, but connected to my heart is something I wish to impart. The heart. My theme, what is in it for me? Peter had observed, could not keep his mouth. Many of the faithful worshippers are generous and supportive for the mission and ministry of the church. Many are willing to roll up their sleeves to work for the success. But at the end of the day, the temptation arises. Where is the tangible benefits for me? What is in it for me? And so for the first week, they didn't show up. The second week, they didn't show up. I said, well, I got nobody in church to talk to. But eventually, they came back one after one. While you may not be blunt like Peter or that lay reader, at some level, I am sure you wonder, like that son in the prodigal son parable, that parable where the prodigal son, he was coming to reach daddy, and the elder son was in the backyard, the sheep, and making sure the house was in order, making sure he took care of papa. And you can imagine how he must have felt too when they had party. We may be something like that. And so I pose questions for us this morning. Will my faithfulness and support, will it come? is timely because the gospel of prosperity is regularly proclaimed from pulpits all over. It is the idea that God rewards Christians. Heresy has been around for a long time, encouraging arrogance and confusion that this territory belongs to a few devoted fellows. Jesus speaks of the load, as it were. He was able to empty himself. He says, and if I have wronged anybody, if I stole from anybody, I will give them 4 times.